Is the 2026 spring market a seller's dream or a buyer's playground? The answer isn't what you think. I've got the top frequently asked questions from local sellers ready to go, and we're covering anything from the turnkey trend to the pricing strategy that's actually sparking bidding wars right now. So stick around, you won't want to miss this. So first, let's talk about, is the 2026 a seller's market or a buyer's market? So I am going to call it a great reset year. Yes. While it's most balanced than the 2021 frenzy, sellers still have the edge in equity, but buyers have more inventory. We see that it's up about 9% from last year, and they aren't rushing in to make bad deals. Now, should I list now in the spring or wait until the heat of the summer? So here's some insight. Spring is pretty much sees the highest buyer energy from March to May. But June is historically the highest volume month. So you want to keep in mind that you don't want to wait until August, because that can be risky as we look at the back to school slump, because that's when it begins. Now, how do interest rates play in this 2026, and how does that affect your home's value? So, with rates hovering right now around 6.3%, buyers have more breathing room than they had last year, which is great news. But they are highly payment sensitive, so we want to keep that in mind as well. They may be still sitting on the sidelines a little bit longer. So, next, let's talk about you preparing for a great presentation on your home. You want to make small fixes actually provide the best return on your investment right now. That's the question. What small fixes actually provide the best return? So, buyers want turnkey. They want something that's ready to go, ready to move in. So, you want to focus on neutral paints, light tones, updated cabinet hardware, and high efficiency lighting. These are just a few things you can do to make your home that much more attractive to the next buyer. Now, how important is curb appeal for a summer sale? It's extremely important. Summer buyers focus on outdoor living, also some spring buyers. Questions often revolve around whether or not they want to invest in professional landscaping or if a simple power wash and fresh mulch are enough. So you want to look at those things, and of course you can get your real estate agent's input as well. But these are just some things that you can do around the house yourself. A next frequently asked question is, do I really need to stage my home if the market is stable? And the answer is yes. Why? Because there's more inventory, right? So your home needs to look better than the one down the street. Yes, highlighting your flexible spaces, anything like a home office or homework pod, anything is great. Anything that you can highlight, because these are huge trends for 2026. Next session we want to talk about is pricing and negotiation. So the first question was, why is my home's online Zestimate, that's from Zillow, different from your suggested list price? So this is a classic question that we get often. And the reason is the CMA, or the comparative market analysis, which I have now reframed the pricing property pricing strategy, and a market where 2024 and 2024 data might already be outdated, right? So the thing that we do is we pull out our CMAs and we try to get the most up-to-date information, probably within the last 6 months now. Now, should I price my home slightly below market value to start a bidding war? Now, strategic pricing, listing at 499.9 instead of 5, it can still be very effective. But the 10 to 20% below strategy from the pandemic years is a little bit more riskier now. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind as you talk to your real estate professional. Also, what closing costs should I expect to pay as a seller in 2026? So, sellers are typically seeing costs around 8 to 10% of the sale price when including commissions and title insurance and the other repairs that they may be making to the property. So, think about 8 to 10% as the total you'll be paying on the sales price. Just some technical and legal questions that I hear. What do I legally have to disclose to buyers? This is an excellent question. You want to emphasize that in 2026, transparency is your best defense against any type of post sale litigation. We know we live in a litigious society. So you want to mention any issues that you're aware of, foundation issues, past flooding, the age of your HVAC and roof. Those things are very important, and you want to be transparent as possible. How long will the process take from listing to closing? Great question. Currently, we're seeing an average of 60 to 90 days, about 30, 45 days on the market, plus adding the 30, 45 days for the closing process. So if you put your house on the market in the spring, early spring, you can expect to be closed by late spring. Okay, so 60 to 90 days. We just wrote a contract. We'll probably be closing in 30 days, so it can be sooner. It just depends on what you agree to and how you can get your lender involved and get them working on it. So, again, I just wanted to come to you to just bring you some of the frequently asked questions that we're getting for sellers. I can see already, like I mentioned before in a previous video, that we are seeing an uptick in the market. People are out and they're starting to look. It is the spring buying season is in full effect. And my hashtag right now is that it's time to get in the game. So if this is something you're considering, give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help you. Visit us at New Legacy Realty online, or feel free to call us 919-633-1711, or you can visit us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all at New Legacy Realty. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'd love to be of service. Take care. Bye.